Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My brothers and sisters, choosing a life partner is one of the most important decisions that we will ever make in our lives. Hence, it is only fitting that we take our time and effort to ensure that we make the right decision. If your intention is to get married, then by Allah's grace, this course will help you with the steps and qualities that you should consider when looking for a suitable wife. So, listen up carefully. This course is divided into 7 lessons. Lesson number 1, the woman's point of view. Lesson no. 2, the man's point of view. Lesson no. 3, choosing someone you love. Lesson no. 4, choosing someone who loves you. Lesson no. 5, choosing a good family. Lesson no. 6, choosing a religious woman. And lesson no. 7, what to do when you find the right person. Now, before we begin this course, we need to have a very clear intention as to why we want to get married. Why do we want to get married? What is the purpose of marriage? Marriage is a means to worship Allah. It is also a means to be successful in this world and the hereafter. So, if we keep these intentions in mind, then all of our efforts will be directed towards achieving these goals. Lesson no. 1, the woman's point of view. From the woman's point of view, the primary goal is to find someone who she feels comfortable being with for the rest of her life. This includes physical attraction, emotional connection, intellectual compatibility, shared values and goals. Women tend to fall in love with the way a man treats them. Therefore, it is essential to find someone who can make her feel loved, respected, and valued. Lesson no. 2, the man's point of view. From the man's point of view, the primary goal is to find someone who he can build a life with and who can help him achieve his goals in this world. And men tend to look for certain qualities in a woman, such as beauty, intelligence, kindness, and piety. However, at the end of the day, it is more important to find someone who is compatible with him and who he can see himself spending the rest of his life with. Lesson no. 3, choosing someone you love. It is generally better to choose someone you love because love makes the journey of marriage much easier. When you love your partner, you will be more willing to make sacrifices, forgive and compromise. However, it is important to note that just because you love someone does not mean you should marry them. Ask yourself, do you really know this person well enough to spend the rest of your life with them? Is this love based on physical attraction or emotional connection? Is this person a good Muslim and do they share your values and goals? If the answer to these questions is yes, then congratulations. You may have found the right person to marry. Lesson no. 4, choosing someone who loves you. Choosing someone who loves you is also a good option. This person will appreciate and respect you and will be more likely to put your needs first. They will also be more forgiving and understanding when things are tough. However, it is important to note that just because someone loves you does not mean you should marry them. Ask yourself, does this person love you for who you are? Do they accept you for your flaws and imperfections? Does this person share your values and goals? If the answer to these questions is yes, then congratulations! You may have found the right person to marry. Lesson no. 5, choosing a good family. Choosing a partner with a good family can be a wise decision. A partner's family can provide emotional, financial, and practical support during tough times. Additionally, marrying into a good family can expose you to positive influences that can help you grow as a person. However, it is important to remember that a good family does not necessarily mean a wealthy or influential family. Rather, it refers to a family that is supportive, loving, and values. If you find a partner with a family that meets these criteria, then it could be a good decision to marry them. Lesson no. 6, choosing a religious woman. Choosing a religious woman can be an excellent decision as it ensures that you will have a partner who shares your values, beliefs, and goals. A religious woman is more likely to be a good mother, a supportive wife, and a positive role model for your children. Additionally, a religious woman is more likely to be humble, patient, and forgiving, which are all important qualities in a spouse. However, it is important to remember that being religious does not necessarily mean that a woman is perfect. There are many good Muslim women who are not overly religious. So if you find a woman who is religious, kind, intelligent, and compatible with you, then it could be a good decision to marry her. Lesson 7. What to do when you find the right person. When you find the right person to marry, it is important to take the necessary steps to make it official. This includes getting the consent of both families, discussing financial matters, setting a date for the wedding, and exchanging vows in front of God and witnesses. Once you have gone through all of these steps, you are officially married and should start planning for a future together as a couple. So there you have it, a step-by-step guide on how to choose a wife according to Islam. Remember, the most important thing is to choose someone who you can build a happy, healthy, and successful life with, both in this world and the hereafter. Remember, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a woman may be married for 4 things: her beauty, her wealth, her lineage, and her intelligence. Choose the one who is intelligent. By the hand of Allah, the one who is intelligent will not leave anything unattended. Hadith, intermediate. May Allah Almighty grant us ease in choosing the right spouse. And may Allah Almighty make us from those who are successful in this world and the hereafter. Ameen. Now it's your turn. Which of these tips were you not aware of? And which tip will you apply in your life? Share with us in the comment section below. Also, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe and like the video so that you don't miss out on any of our videos. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.